Imagine looking at your calendar, calculating the time you have left, and realizing you are out of time. You have a full 12-month syllabus to cover, and only 30 days left before the exam. Attempting to read chronologically under this pressure often leads to a state of paralysis. You spend hours staring at a single page without retaining information, a process that yields almost zero actual learning. To bypass this, we utilize the 30-day master system. This framework allows you to condense 12 months of material into 4 weeks by replacing standard repetition with a system that targets high-impact data points. Before we start the first phase, identify your most challenging subject in the comments. Then, gather your past 5 years of exam papers. Success on this timeline requires specific tools and a clear objective. Step 1. Close your textbook. When you have 30 days to cover a year of material, reading page by page is a mathematical impossibility that forces you to spend time on low-priority details. We solve this using the 80-20 rule. 80% of the marks come from just 20% of the content. Open your past papers, identify the specific concepts that appear every year, and isolate these high-impact zones. Condense these recurring topics into a 2-page document. This is your gold list. For the next month, you will prioritize these specific items with total discipline, setting aside the rest of the textbook until these concepts are mastered. By filtering for high-value material, you reduce the workload to a volume that actually fits within a 30-day window. Next, abandon the goal of studying for 10 hours straight. Sustained marathons force the brain into a low retention state, where the ability to process new data collapses. You are an athlete, not a robot. Your brain requires intense bursts of operation, followed by scheduled recovery to maintain efficiency. The advanced 90 method follows this biology. Commit to 90 minutes of deep focus, followed immediately by 20 minutes of digital-free rest. If you feel resistance to starting, use the 5-minute momentum rule for an initial spark. Commit to working for only 5 minutes. This small action overcomes the initial friction of starting and naturally transitions your brain into the full 90-minute cycle. Managing your energy through these cycles ensures you can maintain peak focus for 30 consecutive days without burning out. Passive reading and highlighting provide a false sense of familiarity without actually encoding information into your long-term memory. Permanent memory is built through the retrieval effort effect. The struggle of remembering a concept without looking it up is what strengthens your mental pathways. Use the 2-minute rule to force this process. After each sprint, close your book and set a timer. Write down everything you can remember for 2 minutes straight without looking at your notes. Forgetting is not a failure of the system. It is the essential mechanical process of identifying where your mental backup needs to be reinforced before the exam. To ensure you have actually mastered a topic, we use the Feynman technique. If you cannot explain a concept in simple terms, you have gaps in your understanding. Open your voice memo app. Record yourself explaining a concept as if teaching a beginner. Listen back to your recording. Pay attention to the waveform indicators. Every pause, stutter, or use of complex jargon marks a specific hole in your knowledge. These audio gaps allow you to surgically fix your weaknesses, rather than wasting time rereading sections you already understand. Do not attempt to pull all-nighters during this 30-day window. Sleep deprivation causes the brain to actively purge the data you spent the day studying. Sleep is an active phase where your brain permanently installs data into memory folders. You can direct this by reviewing the most difficult items on your gold list immediately before going to sleep. Placing these complex concepts at the front of your mind right before rest forces your brain to prioritize cementing that specific information overnight. This strategy transforms your rest periods into an invisible study advantage, ensuring your memory is fully updated by morning. The massive mountain of textbooks has been replaced by a focused gold list and a 5-step execution engine. Your preparation is now a matter of consistent daily output. View the next 30 days as a series of strategic objectives. Every challenge during active recall serves as a data point for your next refinement. Stop watching, find your past papers, and begin building your gold list today. Subscribe to refine your study systems and continue the process of mastering your mindset. Stay curious, stay Gyani.